Okay, I've seen so many negative things that people are saying about Yeonjun's gum, and how he has an amazing talent, and it was wasted with this song and this solo debut. And I don't think that, and I know that this song has SM vibe and NCT vibe because the songwriters and producers were heavily involved with NCT stuff. But because I'm not listening a lot of NCT, and although I'm familiar with their sound, I I get it what they are coming from, but weirdly enough, when I heard his song, I didn't correlate with NCT. Like, I was like, yeah, that's different, but I didn't thought that, oh, it's different in a bad way. I mean, yeah, I'm biased because Yeonjun is my bias in TXT, but I always thought that he was totally out of the box in terms of musical stuff and choreography, and he's getting backlash about the choreo as well. And he was always marketed, and I'm saying marketed because I don't know him personally, and we can't say that we know him because of his social media persona. So he was always marketed as a out of the box artist who will do anything and everything that he wants. And I think this sentiment really came through with this solo debut. So I think he has a lot of stuff in his future mixtape, and I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to see where he's going to go with his style and how he gonna change the perspective on him as a soloist in the future. So yeah, let's just see this video, because when I see this I was like, okay, someone is publicly defending him on YouTube, and I am really grateful for that, outside of the reaction channels saying that, oh my god, he's amazing, he's perfect, oh my god. Like, we know that reaction channels are doing too much sometimes, but I am interested what this person has to say about this situation.
So surprise, this isn't the Jaehyun video. Yes, that is still coming, but I'm doing this video on a whim because the discourse on Twitter is making me a bit crazy and I want to share my thoughts. This video is going to be very casual. It's not as structured as my regular reviews. I literally just want to yap. So let's go. So TXT's Yeonjun released his debut single Gum this past week, and the reactions have been quite polarizing. Yeonjun's fans seem to be enjoying it, but a lot of the general K-pop community has been clowning it and saying that this is a representation of how much hype has ruined music, or how there's no promising fourth-gen male soloists. And perhaps the most ridiculous of all, this is what NCT allowed to happen.
Now why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get thrown in
You never apologized.
So I have a few thoughts about this. Firstly, and please remember this is just my personal opinion, I think Gum is actually a very fun song. Did it take me by surprise? Yes. But not because I think it's a noisy mess or trash, but more so that I wasn't expecting a song like this from Yeonjun. I've been following TXT since their debut, and as a group they've dabbled in many genres. Yeonjun both sings and raps in the group, but I always kinda assumed he was a vocalist first. I expected his solo endeavors to be more in the vein of Taemin or even Kang Daniel. So yes, this heavily electronic hyper soundscape really took me by surprise. I think that was the exact point of this release though. I think this release was meant to be shocking and show a side completely different from what he has shown in TXT. And look, we're all talking about it, so it's working. The song to me feels very second, third gen K-pop in the sense that I'm reminded of G-Dragon's first solo single Crayon and even some of Block B's stuff, particularly songs like Very Good and Ni Lily Mambo. Just that obnoxious, loud, campy, but extremely fun and catchy sound that was quite commonplace during that era. I often find myself actually missing that era of K-pop sometimes, so I think that's why Gum worked for me. The chorus is a banger. It's been stuck in my head since the teaser was dropped on TikTok a couple weeks ago. There's just something about that ominous, screeching piano that is weirdly such an earworm. It reminds me of the Goosebumps theme song, so that's another way it's scratching that nostalgia itch for me. I also think that it totally makes sense as we enter that fall spooky season. Also,
I totally agree with her. But yeah, like it seems like K-pop fans who are freshly entering this realm of new music and South Korean music in general are not informed about the past decade and the second gen K-pop and even third gen of K-pop. They are in fourth and fifth, if there is fifth. It's heavily debated, but yeah, they didn't take the time to listen older songs and see what is about really is K-pop. Like this is not new. Like this sound is here in the sphere of K-pop. Like yeah, it's loud and heavy, and it's weird, and it uses sounds that are not everyday type of stuff. Like I'm not listening Gum every day, but I'm enjoying it when it's on my playlist and I heard it. Like I don't have a problem with it. And yeah, it's a spooky season song, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm not blaming NCT or the writers and the producers on this song, because they did their job. Like this was the type of stuff eventually, I hope so, that Yeonjun wanted. Like this was a song that was gifted to him eventually from the producers and stuff. But I hope that he had the creative control that Big Hit in general has with their artist. Like they coexisting with their artist in Big Hit. I have this sentiment.
Yeonjun's dancing is absolutely crazy here. Like, I seriously hope his knees are okay. The live stages of this have been great because it's such a performance-heavy song. Some people were also comparing the release to Taeyong's solo stuff, and I think that is so valid. I can totally see Taeyong doing this song, and if he wasn't in the Navy right now, I just know that he would have done the dance challenge with Yeonjun, and it would have completely gone viral on Stan Twitter. So going back to the negative comments online, there is absolutely nothing wrong with not enjoying a release or not liking a song, but in online spaces, people tend to go the extra mile to be snarky and mean for engagement. People are literally calling Yeonjun talentless, which, whether you like this song or not, is a huge stretch. He's shown time and time and again throughout the past 6 years in TXT that he's a solid, versatile performer and very charismatic. There's a reason why he's the center of the group. He very much does draw you in. At the end of the day, this is a single song, and I have a feeling that the rest of the tracks on his upcoming album will probably not sound like this. I think that the company decided to release this song for the shock value and the viral potential, which has proven very successful. And if it's not your cup of tea, I'm sure the album will have other songs that are more in the vein of what we expected from him. Oh, this is kind of off topic, but the one qualm I do have about these promotions is the fact that the album is being marketed as a mixtape. Anything being released and produced by a major record label with full-scale promotions is not exactly a mixtape in my eyes, but whatever, Hybe and their...
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they yeah, she's right. I mean, I trying to think about the time BTS first put out mixtapes. I mean, the rap line, and I think the definition of a mixtape that they put new lyrics and later on changes in an already existing music sheet. So it's not that they doing music from nothing. They already has a starting up and an already existing song, and they using the music of this song and they write new lyrics and stuff. Yeah, Yeonjun, for Yeonjun it's an album, not a mixtape. But I mean, I don't know. Hype is sometimes weird.
questionable marketing shouldn't be a shock to me at this point. So yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to say. This song is not for everyone, but for people to imply that it's total trash and so out there when it actually is a very quintessentially K-pop sounding song is just so fascinating to me. It kind of just made me realize how far removed some younger K-pop fans are from second and even early third gen, that this style would be so jarring and foreign to them. Or maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm curious to hear what you think. Am I the only one enjoying this song? Leave a comment below and subscribe for more because I'll be back with another video in a couple weeks, hopefully. Okay, bye!
No, it's it's not about the age. I really enjoyed this video, by the way. Yeah, as I'm said and her said as well right now, that a lot of younger... Sorry, that was my dog. A lot of younger fans are not familiar with older generations of K-pop music, and it should be it not a problem, I think, but they are so closed-minded about this type of stuff because they're not familiar with the older stuff, so they have to be a little bit open-minded with a lot of things, not just music, in the culture as well, because I don't know, I seen new fans that are really bold with their statement, and they not have the knowledge about either South Korean culture and music in the background of the things, and they jump in this as a I don't know, discourses about this are heavy, and I seen a lot of people saying that they should be educated about this stuff and not just saying things out about in the open. So yeah, at the end of the day, this is a TikTok hit. Like, and I see Taeyong in it from the NCT, and of course, in the past, Yeonjun was compared to Taemin as well, and did the guilty challenge, and because he is a fourth gen it boy, he's going to paired up and compared to these big names. In my opinion, like the padding squad, three members of the padding squad, of course, Jimin, Kai and Taemin are it boys of their era, and the fact that Yeonjun is up there with them as this generation of it boy, and I see that some of the other groups fandoms are not really into this idea, and they try to like disregard for this sentiment, and I hope they can see this in a short amount of time, that Yeonjun is up with this artist, and whether you like it or not, he has the talent, he has the stamina, he has the moves, the voice, and yeah, I don't know. He's different, but all of these it boys were different. They eat boys because they are different. So I don't know. I don't see why it's a problem that he's different, and we have to disassociate from hype and their choices of marketing, as she said in the video. Like, it's not about hype, it's about Yeonjun and his music, and I hope he has the freedom to choose what he wanna do in the future. So yeah.